Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted to try a live video on a couple different formats this week. So today we're going to try some YouTube Live. For those of you wondering, I'm using these wonderfully corded bracelets, wonderfully corded braids, chains to tell me where the picture is, so I can stay inside of that. My new thing this week has been Plarn, 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 which is a wonderful term for plastic yarn. And it's super, super simple and it's a lot of fun. And I can't wait to share that with you today. So today we'll have our incredibly shrinking dog. Oh, poor little dog. Look, look, little balloon. Balloon doesn't hold on. Oh, oh, oh. All right, more on that later. So to make Plarn, it's very simple. What you're going to need is one of these disposable, awful disposable plastic bags. Go ahead and flatten it out as much as possible. You want to look for a bag that doesn't have too many defects in it. I know that's terrible to think about. Sometimes they overbag everything. And normally I would say use a reusable bag. But if you have any of these, great. If you don't, for goodness sakes, don't look them up. But I'm sure you can find some. But once you have them, go ahead and lay them out as flat as you can. You want to keep this section here in your purview. You want to keep that as nice as possible. And then we're going to go ahead and fold over, excuse me, we're going to fold over the bag. And we're going to fold it over and try to keep these lines straight. And you'll see why in a moment. Try not to stretch your bag. If you stretch your bag, you'll get a bad shape, and the better shape we can get here, the happier we're going to be. So fold it over here like here. Start from this end. Squeeze all the air out. You're going to come up here. You're going to cut off the first uninterrupted piece of plastic. Try not to do what I did just there, where you cut halfway and then you mess it up. So basically at this point, we're going to cut this into ribbons, very thin strips. And to make it easier, I fold it over again, but try to keep it as straight as possible. The reward in the end will be to keep this as straight as possible. So I usually go about 1 centimeter. It's better to start from the back end. Doesn't have to be real precise, I'll be honest with you. Just kind of go along like so. Everything is nice. You know, I had a good conversation with someone today. I have a roommate. My roommate is a very interesting individual. Has a lot of conspiracy theories about the world, like on some next level conspiracy theory stuff. But yeah, hey, be careful when you're working with scissors. Remember, don't cut toward anything you love. And if you're not sure whether you love it or not, trust me, when you cut it, you will know. So we've cut our bag into these little things, and if you carefully open each one of these, ever so carefully, you're going to create this loop. All right, so again, don't pull. Very tender bags, which is amazing because it changes. So again, we're going to open it slowly, and we're going to open all these up. I'll tell you honestly, by keeping them smaller, you keep them a little tidier. So let's go ahead and start doing our next process. We have loop like so. And we're going to take our lovely pile of stuff, move over to the side. Oh, for goodness sakes, tidy up your area. So this lovely loop right here, we're going to do what's I think is called a lark's knot. Basically, you've done this with gumi bracelets. You do a loop inside of a loop, pull it through the end, and then just put it one through the other. Loop it that way or the other way. You'll kind of get the gist of it. The reason I show you that way and not from the other side is because you're going to add a lot to end loops. So it's better if you understand the lark or whatever this loop knot is called. Probably look it up. Research. We don't research. That's why we do things live. Because I don't prep crap. I do things live because this is life. And it's like, it's very therapeutic to cut a bag. I don't know what it is. It's especially if you have really nice scissors. Like I take the time to get some nice titanium bladed, anti-slip, anti-grip scissors. And then you can just slice this bag. It's so satisfying. It just, and then carefully over to the side. Now you say, Sean, what can we do with this? What can you do with this, Plarn? My gracious. Let's see what we can do with it indeed. One of my favorite things to do is to make a tentacle. And a tentacle is basically a in the round stitch. Now we're going to try to do a magic circle. And I've kind of shied away from a magic circle because with Plarn, you kind of get one shot. But we'll try that shot today. We're going to try a Plarn magic circle. Wrap it around, make an X on your hand. You're going to go under, over, pull down, come around, grab the feeder, and then come back through like so. Yes, okay, there's our slip knot, there's our magic circle. This might work. It might work if there's no knot in the magic circle already. The only thing you have to worry about is that when your loops join up, you get a knot. So what we're going to do is chain up 1, chain up 2. Okay, we're going to do a row of 13. I always do 13 for my toasty tentacles. I think it's creepy. Dan it. And we're going to do double. So yarn, Plarn over. Plarn over. Plarn over. This is actually nice because with the black background, this becomes, I hope, easy to see. Plarn over, pull through, Plarn over, pull through 2. Plarn over, pull through 2. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. I like the double stitch because it makes the holes obvious. I will eventually do something that requires smaller holes. I'm not sure how it works. What I find really surprising about Plarn is that it moves along the needle very smoothly. Like I've had this stuff move across the needle better than I've had actual acrylic yarn move across the needle because my hands get really sweaty. Now, granted, we're going through a cold snap right here, or rather we just got done a heat wave in the middle of winter. I'm not sure which one we had, but whatever. Our grandchildren will look back and like, they had seasons? Oh, how lucky. Oh, but yeah, this doesn't seem to bind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 5 more to do to see if our magic circle works. Ooh, it's moving. It's moving. I don't know if it's going to keep moving, but we're going to see. So here's 9. And you're like, oh my goodness, Sean, I bet you're going to run out of Plarn. You think I'm going to run out of Plarn? You think Walmart's going to let me run out of Plarn? Not while they draw breath, buddy. Not while the Waltons draw breath. We will never run out of Plarn. So now you're at your end of your loop and you just go, oh my goodness, I've got loops for days. This is the best way to store your yarn because your Plarn doesn't go anywhere until you're ready to use it. Plarn, available when you're ready to use it. What's that? Trying to, what you got there, Timmy? You got a pocket full of trash? Why no, Mrs. Anderson. I got a pocket full of dreams. That's right. I got a pocket full of dreams, Mrs. Anderson. A pocket full of dreams. I've been plarning on the railroad. Oh, actually, it'd be on the metro. I've been plarning on the metro all the livelong day. Bum, bum, bum. I've been plarning on the railroad. Nobody dum bum buddy. Can you hear the whistle blowing? So, real quick, I want to make an argument for the future of work because a lot of people argue that without meaningful jobs, that society will fall apart, that chaos and insanity will run amok in the streets if we don't have meaningful work, if we don't have like 9 to 5 jobs. And that's ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a ridiculous easy job. I host trivia 5 nights a week. Actually, today I'm about to host trivia 3 times today. And I don't make a ton of money. I make good money. Don't get me wrong. It beats flipping burgers. But I still am taking time out of my day to make a video about Plarn. Now, I believe that the tasks that will be left for our great great grandchildren to perform on Earth will be as easy as stringing together recycled plastic bags. I mean, what if that's all you had to do today was just take this pile and turn it into something usable for all of society? Just say, look, hey, look here, little Sean. We've got this mountain of plastic bags that they won't biodegrade for a couple hundred years, a couple thousand years. So could you go ahead and turn these into some braided squids for the aquarium exhibit? We don't house animals anymore. We just go see them in the wild. We're gonna turn their environments back to a healthier thing. I mean, like I would do that. Like, oh man, I got to make Plarn today. Really? Like on my way to my Plarn job, I would sit there and goof off and write down some geometric theorems. All right, so we've done 13 stitches on the first one. We're gonna slowly, because this is the problem, is that the plastic will stretch, and we don't want it to stretch. We want it to cinch. Careful, 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 careful. It's surprise. Oh no, there we go. Come on, you can do it. Now it's getting tighter. Ah, crap. Oh wait. Oh, we can shimmy it along. Can we shimmy it along? Maybe. Can we shimmy it along? It started to break. Oh, I mean, it very much is breaking, but I had a feeling, magic circle wouldn't work on Plarn, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I had a feeling magic circle wouldn't work on the plot. Wait. Oh, shut the front door. Shut the front door. I caught a bit of it. Easy. Oh, careful. All right, look. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Small baby steps. Baby steps. Baby. Come on, baby. We don't, if we try to pull them through all the stitches at once, it'll break. So we're not going to pull it through all at once. We're going to pull it through a few. We're going to kind of grab and then maybe pull through a couple more maybe. Okay, I think we're gonna leave well enough alone, and we're just gonna Plarn over. What is that? That's the lead. We don't need that. I'll tell you this nice thing about plastic: just break it, throw it down. We don't need that. Magic circle ain't gonna work. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna make a baby squid if it's the last thing we do. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. That's good. Remember, we're gonna be doing front post double stitches. Okay. So we'll come back and fix that. I don't know how to fix that right now. Look, Plarn isn't perfect, okay? It's not perfect. We're gonna have to braid these or something, or wrap them. I don't know. But for right now, we're gonna do some Plarn. We're gonna keep going. You got to work through it. You got to keep going. Sometimes, sometimes you really get to a point where you're like, oh, this is stupid, and you're like, well, fine. Then make something stupid today. Just make something stupid. I know it's the whole book of line the whole book of lines, the whole line of books that came out, the Idiot's Guide to C++ and the Idiot's Guide to Dancing and the Idiot's Guide to Spanish, and that it's an admission of what you don't know. In order to learn anything, you first have to come to terms with the fact that you have the ability to learn. And in order to have the ability to learn, you have to not know something. And if you don't know something, you've got to come to terms with not knowing something. In order to come to terms with not knowing something, you just have to realize that you're ignorant. You don't know. One of my father's favorite expressions was, he who knows not and knows not that he knows not, knows not. But he who knows not and knows that he knows not, knows. And according to the interwebs, this is an old Persian proverb. For he who knows not and knows that he knows not, knows not. He is a fool, avoid him. He who knows not and knows that he knows not is a student, teach him. He who knows and knows not that he knows is asleep, wake him. He who knows and knows that he knows is wise, follow him. Or her. That is possibilities. Possibilities that they are wise beyond you. All right, this is kind of working, kind of sort of working. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can cheat. I think we could fix this with a twist tie. It didn't quite go together like I wanted it to, I'll be honest, but we'll make it work. Can we yank it anymore? I don't want to yank it too more if it's gonna mess something up. So we'll just what are we gonna do? We're gonna cheat a little bit. Can we cheat a little bit? We can cheat a little bit. It's my work, okay? I'll cheat if I want. See, if I pull this, it's gonna snap. I don't want it to snap. Oh, ba-doo. Might have to go back and. Yep, it's starting to stretch. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Hey, you know what? It's okay. It's gonna be okay. So Plarn over. Oh, that's starting to get all icky. Yeah, see, you keep pushing it. I'm really impressed that this is even working even a little bit. Let's go ahead in for a extreme close up. Shameless, really. Put that over there. All right, so we're going to take it slow. We're going to do a front post stitch, Plarn over, come through, Plarn over, come through 2, Plarn over, come through 2. Now, this is one that really makes sense when you get to row 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll look like that squid that I made. And I don't know how quickly live video is going to keep up with my hands, but don't worry. The more you like and subscribe the channel, the more the YouTubes will buy me new equipment. Come on, ask Papa YouTube. Ask Mommy YouTube. Ask the tubes to give me money. I'm just kidding. You're